Compact, capacity, and capable. What everyone's on about when you hear them talking about the 3 C's. Hi. It's me, I'm Six Snipes, and weirdly enough, the Adderall the doctor gave me said it would last for 2 weeks, but I finished eating it in 3 minutes, and now I'm a gaming legend. Today, we're gonna take a look at what we took a look at yesterday with the additional mechanic of being goated with the sauce. Breaking down the PP19 for you, I'm Six Snipes, and you're watching Gun Guy. Yes, yesterday's episode was also about the PP19, but that was the PP19 Vityaz, developed in the late 2010s as a more conventionalist version of what in 1993 was created and named the PP19 Bizon on the part of Russian arms manufacturer Izhmaz's team of engineers led by Viktor Kalashnikov, son of Mikhail Kalashnikov, and Alexei Dragunov, son of Yevgeny. What I'm basically getting at here is the AK platform as a fucking sequel trilogy, my guy. AR noobs, get on that fucking level, please. Sporting a roughly 60% parts commonality with a then bog standard AK-74, once again we have here a classic Russian design refusing to break what isn't in fact broke. Much like the Vityaz, the Bizon, while sharing most parts with the AK, is not functionally the same as the typical idea of a Kalashnikov rifle, and instead of having a gas-operated rotating bolt, it simply has a singular component bolt which gets blown backwards by recoil and then pushed right back into place by its attached return spring, because why make it more complicated than that? Much like the Vityaz, meaning incidentally exactly like the Vityaz, because the Bizon is in fact a part for part match to the Vityaz with one rather glaring, obvious, and significant difference. It's thick though. See that cylindrical bit there? That's not just a love handle, nor is it even a grenade launcher. That's the magazine. A typical Vityaz can chamber stick mags containing anywhere between 30 to 45 rounds of 9mm pistol cartridge standard. Meanwhile, the one and only capacity the Bizon features is a 64-round cylindrical magazine. A helical feed assembly to be exact, but no matter how many times I say that to you, and no matter how many times you stare at this little graphic, you are never going to understand how this works, and that's okay. Comprehension is in fact probably why the Russian Defense Ministry folded like a fucking omelet and opted to use the Virginic stick magazines for the retrofit Vityaz a decade and a half later, but for a very short time, let's not forget that Russians actually figured out how to turn an AK into a P90, and in my opinion, that pretty much tells you who really won the Cold War, buddy. But the only two things you really need to understand about the PP Bizon is that you have a lot of bullets, and a lot of people need to die. Look, man, I'm not gonna beat around the babushka here. In Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Too Fast, Too Furious, this gun fucks. You bastards tried to lie to me in the comments saying, oh man, the Vityaz is the best SMG, man, the pros use it, man. Bitch, shut the fuck up. I have 64 bullets. What the fuck are you gonna do about it? With the magazine shaped like a big old Pringle cannon, the capacity of one Minecraft inventory slot, you are going to engage in firefights wherein reloading is at most a vague suggestion and at the very least a distant memory. I don't know how much different the shot performance is between this and the Beznev or whatever it is in the game. I'm not about to look it up and tell you because that would be cheating, but it must be pretty significant considering when you point this in someone's direction, you're gonna flip their fucking off switch. It's worth noting that aside from 9mm, the real Bizon also comes in models chambered in 9x18 Makarov, 380 ACP, and 7.62 Tokarev, which could justify the differences, but I guarantee the developers did not think that far. It doesn't matter where you are, it doesn't matter where they are. This gun is going to kill them if you are competent, with the added bonus of having probably the most suppressing power of anything short of a machine gun. This is the peak squad support weapon with a 64-round magazine capacity. It is also undeniably what the founding fathers intended, but you're still welcome to come and try to infringe this shit and then catch these hands. In the unlikely event you actually run out of ammunition, remember that picking up ground Hurricane is faster than reloading. Unlocks to look out for are the magazine alternative that doesn't lower capacity for some dogshit mobility boost and instead acts like a recoil grip, and the fact that this is the gun that gets you the sexy OKP optic. It is the best optic in any game ever. I actually had fun with this on Container Hell, also known as Baltimore, and actually lived long enough to call in the cruise missile. Watch this shit. And then I hit them with my bomb drone. Watch this. That's a triple, baby. I got not one, but 2 cruise missiles in a single game. I double cheeked up with cruise missiles. Watch this shit. Get ready. Go ahead, kill me. You can't unquad the feed. I did not go a single game without getting 3 unlock levels from the sheer fuckage this gun distributes, and you can't say that's because of double XP weekend, because I was doing that shit with the Vityaz and it was no bueno. In conclusion, if this is not one of the 2 guns you are using at any given point, you are not a real Six Snipes fan, and I doubt any other gun is ever going to come close to how cool and good this one is. This concludes my Call of Duty gun guide series, guys. I'd just like to thank you all for sticking around the whole way through. It's been a wild ride, but we finally found the best gun. I am now going to go play Five Nights at Freddy's. Get ready for Freddy Guy coming this next week when I drop into a whole new game. Until then, if you like Five Nights at Freddy's or cruise missiles or the PP gun, you have to go touch a button down below, and you better hope your ass doesn't see me on there in Modern Warfare, because I can fucking smell you.
Relax and take notes while I take totes of the marijuana smoke. Throw you in the choke, gun smoke, gun smoke. Biggie smoke the mayor, the rock slayer, the hooker layer, motherfucker.